Okay, it should be streaming now. Let's just test. Okay, there we go. So it is streaming now.
All right, so is it streaming on YouTube?
Yep, it's streaming on YouTube.
Okay.
For anyone who just happens to show up, we're doing another testing because we're using our another software to basically try to
Okay.
make this one work.
Can you send me, or do I just go to our channel and I'll see something on there for me to click?
Yeah, actually, let's see. I can send you something. YouTube.com. There we go. Bleh. Yes, yeah. Let's just first just see if this works before we really just sort of promote this thing.
Well, I'm not looking to promote. I'm just looking to get on there.
Yeah, where to basically try to
Okay.
make this one work.
Can you send me, or do I just?
Yeah, I was trying to send you, but it didn't make a link, so we'll try
No, I
to.
got it. I got it. Hey, Clint.
Yeah, we're just
Where's the,
testing it out again. Like we're
I,
trying.
lo- I've always loved the name Clint because that's the name of Hawkeye
Right, right. Okay.
from the Avengers. I like Hawkeye. The company doesn't like Hawkeye for some reason because Hawkeye don't got them superpowers. He don't sell no good.
Yep, exactly. Okay.
I think we sound fine audio wise.
Yeah, we'll just let it run for a little bit, then and then it should be good. Yeah, hey everybody, we're back again with just hopefully the last test for today. But we're trying out this other software, OBS, and hopefully this one works better than XSplit, because XSplit was giving us headaches.
Yes, Ronin. Remember Ronin?
Yeah.
There was a part after Hawkeye stopped being Hawkeye for a spell, he became Ronin. What's his name? Travis Willingham, the voice actor. You know him as the voice of Knuckles the Echidna right now.
Yeah.
Recently, he just had a baby boy, and he named his baby boy Ronin
Oh, it's cute.
because he's a comic book nerd. So he named him after fucking Hawkeye.
And I won't be able to hear you for a second. I'm just gonna put on the other set of headphones, so just talk about whatever.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Right now, guys, we're just running another test. Before we were using XSplit, which it was working okay, but it was giving a bit of the headache in the audio department. We're hoping the audio kind of. Clint Westwood, my God, man, you have a cowboy's name. A cowboy, sir. That is wonderful. Can we get a shout out to Scrappy? Of course we can. Scrappy's great. I mean, I think the big problem with Scrappy now is that the studio hates Scrappy. And it's really weird how vocal everyone is about how much they hate Scrappy by keep bringing him up. That is wonderful. Like, they parody him in the last episode of Batman Brave and the Bold when Batmite, which is like the ultimate toxic
good.
Can we get a shout out to Scrappy? Of course we can. Scrappy's great. Why are you interrupting me? I think the big problem with Scrappy now is that I can't hear you.
Yes, sorry. I was just hearing just the audio from our recording and all that sort of stuff. But the good news is that our audio seems to be much more stable now. Like no actual like getting cut off or anything like that.
Yeah.
So hooray for that.
So Batman Brave and the Bold. In the last episode of Batman Brave and the Bold, Batmite, which is like the perfect example of a toxic Batman fanboy, decides he wants to ruin Batman being campy so he could bring back Batman to like where he thrives as being dark and gritty, which is moronic because the character's name is Batman and he punches a clown in the face. So Batman being dark and gritty frankly doesn't work. I mean, it can to a mild capacity, but all the time it's just ridiculous. And to help ruin Batman, they bring in Ace the Bat Hound. And Ambush Bug is like, no, man, fans love Ace the Bat Hound. It's a dog for Batman. That's cool. So then Batmite brings in Punchy Cheeks, and it's literally Scrappy Doo in a Batman mask, and he says, let me at him, Uncle Ace. And I'm like, why does everyone hate Scrappy Doo so damn much? Everyone's like, yo, Scrappy was the annoying one. Scrappy was the one who saved that franchise. That's the sad reality.
Yeah,
I yes, I thought Scrappy was annoying. Of course, we all did. Let's all like not pretend. Like many of us did think he was annoying, but the truth is, like when you get down to it, in modern context, you could change the way he's written. He doesn't need to be 110% exactly the way he was back in the day. None of the Scooby Gang now is written the same as they were in the 60s.
You're right, exactly.
Like these characters have evolved dramatically. That's why you have the great idea of like mass interpretation. That's why you have like Shaggy and Scooby Doo get a clue. You know, yeah, it was a lame show, but it was a cool idea. And like in that regard, you know, that's what something that needs to be taken into consideration is that like they could bring back Scrappy and they could change him and it could be great. There's no reason not to be able to improve Scrappy, quite honestly, right now. There's no reason why they couldn't possibly do something interesting with Scrappy. So kudos to you, Mudblood Slytherin, which is great because your name is both a shout out to technically the evil house and a racial slur in the world of Harry Potter. Harry Potter's a weird place, man. I remember reading Harry Potter as a kid, and my anger towards Harry Potter was, how come there are like no Americans? You know, where are the American foreign exchange students? And then I think she created like an American house,
Right.
and I tested to see what house I'd ended up in, and I ended up in the Puckwudgie house.
But would you have?
It's called Puckwudgie. Yeah, that's what the name of her house is. It's the Puckwudgie house, and apparently the Puckwudgie is a type of like goblin.
Right. Okay.
Favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movie? I'll level with you. While I like the Marvel movies, like I love the Captain America trilogy, even though that third Captain America movie we kind of got screwed over being a Avengers 2.5 rather than being a Captain America movie like it should have been. Still, I mean, he was the primary driving force in the narrative, so that's why I'll let them have it. If I'm being really brutally honest here with no sense of filter, I would trade every one of the Marvel movies we've gotten, even the ones I like, for their DC equivalent. I would rather throw out the Captain America movies I love for three great Superman movies. I would rather throw out all the Iron Man movies for good Batman movies. I'd rather get rid of Guardians of the Galaxy for Lobo.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah,
I mean, I
Dexter.
love the I love the two Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Right.
The second one made me cry.
I still have to go out and see those, or at least
Oh
just
well, they're on DVD and stuff now, so I mean,
yeah, or at least when I just come visit you next week and watch the movies or just something like that.
the if so the one I like the most, I don't know. I really like the two movies because they surprised me, mostly because I knew of those properties, but I also know that those properties kind of suck. They don't really. Their books are always getting canceled until the movie came out and kind of like elevated them. Because like I always knew about Rocket and Groot. Drax had a terrible origin in the comic books. Gamora and Star Lord, whenever no, Drax does have a terrible origin in the comic books. I'm not joking.
Yeah,
It's horrible. It's literally some guy named like Arthur Douglas, and he dies because like Thanos invades and like drops like a ship on his family or something, and then gods show up and they're like, Arthur Douglas, we resurrect you as Drax the Destroyer to kill Thanos. And it's like, what? Just make Drax an alien. Just make Drax an alien, and that's it. Don't don't
yeah.
don't complicate him.
Yeah, you don't need to overcomplicate stuff like that.
Yeah, just like he's an alien. This other alien killed his family. Revenge. There you go. It's like Alien Take It. I mean, it's funny. I saw the a while back. The director, or not the director, a filmmaker wanted to do a movie adaptation of God of War after the recent one that just came out, and he said, "I'd like Dave Bautista to play Kratos."
Yeah,
And I commented where it's like, well, he already kind of played Kratos. I mean, Drax is a big, bald man with dual bladed weapons and then has tattoos all over his body.
yeah,
And he searches for revenge because what happened to his wife and daughter. That's Kratos.
right.
So, I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
You.
I don't know what my favorite Marvel movie is. I like the three Captain Americas. I like the two Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Thor Ragnarok. I've never seen any of the Iron Man movies because I hate Iron Man with the passion, so I'll never watch his stuff. Just like how I don't like the Fantastic Four, but I love Ben Grimm, which is really hard because I literally like one third of a team.
Wait, isn't that 1/4 of a team?
Was it? Oh yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't know math.
No, I don't. I got through college on my good looks. Um, I trying to think. I don't like the first two Thor movies. I think that they were cowardly. I don't feel like they committed enough to the character. They were too afraid to call him God, like back in those movies. Like they threw the word in there, but like they never wanted to commit to the fact that like this is the God of Thunder.
Right.
Because like, how are people going to take it seriously? And then Thor Ragnarok comes out, and Thor constantly has bravado about how he is the God of Thunder.
Right.
I'm trying to think. I don't like. I never saw the Iron Man movies. I like the Captain America movies. Two Thor movies suck. The third Thor movie's great. I like the two Guardian movies. Black Panther's unbelievably boring and pretentious, and Captain Marvel's movie was garbage. No, dude, it was not only was it boring, it ruined one of my favorite scenes from the Captain America second movie.
Now, what was that?
I don't know if I want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen Carol's movie yet. So
Alright. Yeah, well,
I
we'll
don't, I
talk
don't
about
want
it
to.
later, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's something that really gets my nuts in a vice, and it just aggravates me.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know what my favorite Marvel movie is because in the end, I like them, but I would trade them all away for better DC counter. I'm technically more of a DC fan because yeah, like Superman is an icon, Batman is an icon. I've always felt the big difference between the big two is Marvel characters are they're very realistic in that they're terrible people,
Mm-hmm.
and that's realistic because in reality nobody's perfect. That's the truth. In reality, nobody's perfect. But
Right.
like DC superheroes are like folklore characters. You know, a baby came from space, and through sheer luck and happenstance, he landed in the heart of Kansas, where he was raised by the best couple imaginable. And he turned into a great force for good. And all Superman wants is he loves us, and he wants us to be happy, and he wants to protect us, and that's beautiful. Juxtapose that with Iron Man. I create weapons of mass destruction that murder people. And until he got shrapnel in his chest, he never cared. He made missiles and then sold them to people. And those missiles went out and murdered other people. And as far as he was concerned, I make something that kills people. Who cares? You know, I'm getting the money. I don't know who those people are, so it doesn't matter. It's like, you go to bed knowing full well you have blood on your hands. And it's like, like, yeah, I hate Iron Man. Spider-Man, you know, was the most realistic Marvel character I do like, arguably, because his whole thing was like, you know, he kind of abused his powers a little bit when he first got them. Well, when you're 15 and you got cool superpowers, yeah. Like, what happened to, like, Uncle Ben is tragic, but, like, it's not like he had it coming, whereas, like, most Marvel characters really are you're kind of asking for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Stephen Strange's origin, like especially in the movies, like I'm on my cell phone while driving, crash. Oh, my hands are ruined forever. Good thing I found like a magic person to teach me like to be a wizard.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, okay. Which is funny, by the way, dude. At the end of that movie, in the ending credits, it says, "Please don't text and drive." Wizards aren't going to give you magic powers, guys. That's not how it works. Let's see. Have you ever heard of Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles? I know about Fluid Man, Multi Man, Coil Man. I know of them. Like, I know of Frankenstein Jr. I know that there was a comic series a while back because DC started making comics of Hanna-Barbera stuff. And they had, like, a big crossover where it was, like, Johnny Quest, Space Ghost, The Impossibles, Frankenstein Jr. And it was neat. And then they canceled it.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man is a great Marvel superhero, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, probably because, unlike other Marvel heroes, most of them are pretty horrible people, or worse. Some of them are just boring. Like, Bruce Banner was just like a boring, humble, like, scientist. Pelted by gamma rays. Became the Hulk. And then his story is, I don't want to be the Hulk anymore. Well, no one's going to buy a book about Bruce Banner. So you're not going to get rid of the Hulk.
Yeah.
Them's the breaks.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, it really is. Like that's the horrible part about writing a superhero whose foundation is predicated on the idea of like, I want to get rid of the thing that makes me that icon, and it's like, well, no one wants to watch the other stuff. Like the sad truth about most Batman fans that I've met is most Batman fans don't like Bruce Wayne. They like Batman. Specifically, like they like the gadgets, they like the look, they like the rogues gallery. They don't care about Bruce Wayne.
Right.
Then that's a poorly written character.
Yeah.
Because you like all the bells and whistles.
But you don't like the actual character part
Yeah.
behind it.
You don't like the substance. And it's like, there's no wrong way to like something. I mean, I like Ghost Rider because of all the bells and whistles. Ghost Rider's a sweet looking painting on the side of a panel van.
Yeah.
And he's a big old skeleton. He's on fire. Got a big leather like outfit on. And he rides a motorcycle that's also on fire. But Ghost Rider sucks. I have read so much Ghost Rider, and he's so boring.
Right.
Do we have any plans for any ToonGrin videos?
Yeah, for that,
We do.
we do have plans. Like, recently I was just in school, just trying to finish up, like, my final projects and all that sort of stuff. But at the same time, we just sort of hit the realization in those videos that, like, Nero came out with. It's like, YouTube is not the place to basically try to make some sort of, like, business based off just that. It's just not a viable option, really. Like,
No, it's unrealistic.
yeah, like even for like any of those big YouTubers, Logan Pauls and all those sort of guys, they don't just base their business off just YouTube. That would just be moronic. Because one day you can just be high on top of the world, and the next day, copyright strike, just or anything, just like, and your channel's gone entirely. So
Yeah.
we're trying to diversify ourselves. Like we're trying to work on a book right now, hopefully to get that self-published and everything like that, and trying to go into like short films, go into editing, graphic design services, and that sort of stuff. Try to push ourselves into many different directions so we have multiple revenue streams that'll just basically just get us the opportunity to live closer together, hopefully. Because that's just sort of like the major goal of everything, to be sustainable, and just so hopefully that we can see each other more often in the year.
Yeah, because really, when you come down to it, the big problem with YouTube, modern YouTube compared to back then it was way easier to be noticed, to be picked up, and gain traction. Nowadays, YouTube's what, a decade old by this point?
Yeah.
Its foundation is flooded. Like, every day, there's so many new YouTubers. Every day, there's like a new YouTuber popping up out of the woodworks.
Yeah, so yeah, we can't just say there's no like actual newcomers or any sort of like big YouTubers that can grow and all that, but a lot of that is still it's just based on a little bit on luck.
Yeah, it's all based on kind of like part of it's based on luck, obviously. Like
Yeah,
talent plays an issue, commitment plays an issue, of course, but luck is a contributing factor. People don't realize, when people say like, oh, this movie or this show or whatever got popular. Oh well, it's because of this. No, dude, a lot of it is luck. It really is when you get down to it. Like, there's no magic formula. There's no scientific proof that something is going to be popular the way it is.
yeah, but at the
Like,
end of the day, like I know we've had sort of like a question before asking us about missing link and all that sort of stuff, and that basically just brings up a really good point. Like it is partially luck, but the main factor that basically led to missing link being not a success as well as ToonGrin right now is that there was just not enough people that were actually really told about missing link or of ToonGrin for us to basically get our name out there. So that's why we've just sort of been sort of stagnant, even though we've been creating videos that have been like increasing in quality.
I mean, I'm working on a video right now. I'm working on a very long editorial for Krillin from Dragon Ball. And the problem that I've noticed I ran into is it was a stupid idea to make a video based on a character that's part of a franchise that's over 3 different shows, 4 if you count GT,
Yeah,
and for like 500 plus episodes.
Yeah, so it's a lot of just skimming through a lot of episodes, a lot of movies, and all that sort of stuff for just clips that you would really like to use for it.
Yeah.
And I've just been trying to think of like my next episode as well, because starting on the 24th, that will be my ninth year anniversary being online.
Hoopla.
Yeah, yeah. Like in the back of my mind, I feel a little bit bad that I haven't created as many episodes as like other people have had in their 10 years online. But I've just been sort of like going all over the place trying to find success and all that.
You went back to college.
Well, it's not even that. Like college only lasted for like a 2 years. Like it was just like other stuff that got in the way of that because I was trying to like expand myself. Like for 1 year, I went to work in Toronto for a while, basically trying to get work in there, and I worked for there a year and a half. Another year, worked for another site called Bubble Blabber, like and was doing a lot of work there, and it was just back and forth on that, and just trying to find work, and just sadly, my video suffered for that. Like nowadays, I'm feeling a lot more confident about my videos every time I make a new one. It's just something that I want to create and all that.
I really liked your Kingdom Hearts one.
Yeah, really like that too, and I definitely want to push more into that because the original concept of that video was more going to be talking about like the actual TV show that was supposed to be in the works and all that, and I still want to talk about that at some point, but it'll have to come about in some way or form. Like right now, I'm still just trying to figure out if I want to do just a short video on like something based on one of my other anniversary specials, or do a top 10 of what inspired me as a creator, and just produce that for Saturday. Uh,
No, son, I am not going to go see Toy Story 4. No. Uh,
but Nero, it's about
no.
you, what the
No.
love, the care.
No! Toy Story sucks. There, I said it. I don't care for Toy Story. You know what I like from Toy Story? I like the cartoon show Buzz Lightyear Star Command that really should have gotten up leveled to like a full blown animated sci-fi action film.
Yeah, yeah, that would be cool. I remember watching a Buzz Lightyear show when I was younger, and it was great. And thank you, Ryan. We really appreciate that. Like one of my main loves for when we make our videos is of the commenters who who don't agree with us, I should say, but can still enjoy the content for what it is.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't like popular opinion for most things, and it's not a devil's advocate thing. It's a that's just how I am.
Yeah, we. It's always just funny for us because we usually just end up in that sort of position in most things. Like the like a big one that we were just like, what? Why are we like this? Why does everyone else see it? Was Teen Titans Go to the movies?
Crap.
No, no, it's good satire.
It's not good satire. It's literally the same thing as the show. It's just dragged out for an hour and 30 minutes. So instead of watching like 11 minutes of bad animation, I have to sit through an hour and 30 minutes of bad animation.
And yeah,
And I hate it when people come at me where it's like, man, the animation's better. Well, arguably it should be if it's going to be a feature length film. But it's not.
yeah, very true. Oh yeah, and seeing you, Dexter, you're talking about the Hong Kong Fooey movie. I did actually hear about that a few times throughout the years and all that when I was doing research for when I did a lot of like those cartoon live action adaptations. I never actually
I've
saw the
heard.
original show Hong Kong Fooey myself.
Oh, he's a super like genius private eye. That's also a dog.
Yeah,
There you
Kung
go.
Fu.
Yeah, he knows kung fu, even though he's like not Chinese.
Yeah, we Hong Kong Fooey.
Oh God, it's like racial slur the name. I guess
Fooey.
if you think about it, I've heard of Hong Kong Fooey. I've heard, dude. back in the day, and I guess it long since got canceled because I haven't heard about it in a while. I heard there was going to be a live action CGI hybrid of specifically Speedy Gonzalez, and he was going to be played by George Lopez.
Wait, like what movie?
You never heard of Speedy
No,
Gonzalez?
no, I just sort of gagged at that because I know of Gonzalez in like some other like live action movies that I reviewed, like Marmaduke, and just thinking like Speedy Gonzalez getting that treatment. Oh no.
Specifically, out of every Looney Tune, Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just weird.
It is. I mean, like, if I had to choose a Looney Tune, where it's like, what Looney Tune gets their own movie? Well, Bugs, obviously. He's the face of the brand. I mean, it'd be like, oh, what do we do for, like, which Disney character that Walt created should get a movie? Well, clearly it should be Mickey. He is the icon of the company. No, let's give one to Horace Horsecollar. Who? Yeah, see. How many people in the chat actually remember Horace Horsecollar? I remember Horace Horsecollar.
Yeah.
Yes, we did, Clint. We did see Spider-Verse. I cried.
Yeah, I watched it with my friend. It's very beautiful. I love that movie.
Kind of funny, isn't it, that the movie that had the most creative animation in years wasn't Disney? It was Sony of all people.
Yeah.
Oh, the joke of the animation companies. The last horse crosses the finish
It
line.
just kicks Disney in the mouth.
Uh,
How about you?
this test went over well, though. Our audio seems to be good.
Yeah, I think this is really good. I'm thinking that we'll just stop one more time. I'm going to get like some dinner and all that sort of stuff. But then we're actually going to actually put on social media that basically, we're going to start our Peter Rabbit Easter celebration. As you can see, Peter Rabbit has been on the whole time just staring into your souls. So that's been very nice.
I prefer if you didn't mock a Rankin Best creation that was a big part of my childhood.
Well, I'd appreciate if you just had a little bit of thicker skin.
Oh, snap! Burn!
I didn't say it was shit or anything. Come on, you can make fun of Rankin Bass stuff. Like I remember.
Of course you can. Their animation sucks.
Yeah, don't you remember Mad Monster Party? That was fucking awful.
I own Mad Monster Party. I love watching that garbage every year.
Yeah.
That movie peaks in like the first minute and a half when you just see everybody getting an invitation.
Oh, wait, did I say Peter Rabbit or Peter Cottontail?
I think you said Peter Rabbit, but I've always found them to be completely interchangeable.
Right, sorry about that.
Okay, let's all be honest here. The only reason why we're taking a look at Peter Cottontail isn't because of Casey Kasem, who's great, by the way, in the original voice of Shaggy. We're here for the celebration of the best thing ever. January Q Irontail, voiced by the late, great Vincent Price.
Yeah. But you know what? Let's not watch this movie. Let's watch the CG one where there's not Vincent Price in that.
Tell you what, we'll see how it goes. Maybe if we hit a certain watch count, I don't know, maybe like 25 people, then we'll start small. Maybe if we hit like 25 people, maybe we'll do the second one.
Yeah, and we'll just watch.
Maybe like we'll do the first one, but maybe we'll do the second one if we hit 25, and then maybe. You joke, Ryan Walterson. You joke, sir. But I think we should look at the timeless classic, Hop.
I would be against that. I would be against that because I don't want to fall asleep.
But I don't value you as a person, so I shall not take your opinion into consideration. And
I feel that's a lie. I feel that's a major lie.
Okay, yeah. It is. You caught me. You got my bluff. It's a lie. But maybe if we hit 50 people.
Yeah, we'll watch it and all that.
We'll throw Hop up there, too.
Yeah. yeah, we're not literally going to throw it up here for copyright reasons and all that. Like, basically, what we're going to do here is just sort of like a commentary style. Where if you guys had the movie either on Netflix or anything like that, or if you can pull it up yourselves, you get to hear it along with our delightful, colorful commentary. And then we'll.
Oh, sweet. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to completely derail you. But Rilakkuma and Kaoru finally made it onto Netflix.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Dude, we're going to have to watch that. It's the first stop-motion anime.
Ooh. I would like to see that. I did actually see the trailer for that. I was just like, ooh, it looks cute. I like it.
Let's see. Hop isn't on Netflix. Oh, Peter Rabbit is.
Yeah.
That's Easter, right? It's about a bunny.
Yeah.
It's all the same crap.
Right. Yeah, but
What, Sahara is still on here.
yeah. Well, it's one of their Netflix movies that was actually produced by Netflix.
Oh, they should be very proud. No. We don't have YTV, or I don't have TV anyways.
I have YTV, but I haven't watched TV in so long. Yeah, but
All right, do you wanna put a pin in this for now? We'll pop off, get some grub going on.
yeah, and
Then
then we'll actually put a
make
social media update and all that, say like 30 minutes until like running and all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll do a social media post, and for those of you who like, you share around the social media post. You'll see it on our Twitter. You'll see it on our Facebook. I think we can do something on YouTube. Are we allowed to? Is there like a?
Yeah, we can do a posting on YouTube and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I can. We'll basically share it everywhere. But at this time, it'll probably be like an hour or so when we'll actually just start recording. But we just need to get some grub on. Or we'll wither away.
Well, yeah, I'll wither away into nothing.
Yeah.
Can you do any Muppet or cartoon impressions? I could do the voice of Ed Wynn, the Mad Hatter, and that's it. Oh, and I could vaguely do the sound effect that King Ghidorah makes when he roars.
Yeah, let's hear that.
I don't wanna.
Jewish. Do it, monkey.
How dare you, sir?
I
How
dare.
dare you mock me? Oh, what, like King Ghidorah's?
Yeah.
Well, King Ghidorah has the weirdest sounding roar ever, because he's an alien. So when he shows up, he goes. That's the sound King Ghidorah makes, but it's like three heads doing it.
Yeah. That just sounded like a nice light toot.
It sounds like someone took a couple of turkeys and slapped them in the face, and then they all went, and it's like, that's it. That's what King Ghidorah sounds like.
There are just three confused turkeys.
Because they've been slapped, yes.
Yes. Alright, anyway, thanks everybody for just joining us for this, basically our second test. It's been a lot more stable than our first test. So we'll hopefully be using this for our future ones. Hopefully for when we do like Let's Plays and all that stuff as well.
Yeah, I got not bad impressions, but might need a little work. A little?
How dare! How dare!
We don't need a little work. We need a lot of work. But we're gonna come back in a little bit. We're just gonna take a break. If you guys want to stay on, if you guys just want to tweet out where it's like, hey guys, ToonGrin is gonna be doing this in maybe an hour. We're gonna be looking at the first Peter. Primarily, we want to look at the first Peter Cottontail, the original Rankin Bass stop motion.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe we'll set a precedent. Either a number of people watching, or maybe a number of donations in the chat. Whichever, we'll figure it out. And then whatever stretch goal we hit, we can always look at that second one. We do have it locked and loaded.
Yeah, we'll just keep on going from here.
But I don't know about Hop, because Hop's harder to locate.
And Hops is just very boring.
And Hops is dreadfully dull, yes. Quite.
Yeah.
But we're going to take a breather for now, guys. Share everything around.
Yeah.
And keep a lookout on our Facebook, our Twitter, and just on the channel itself. And we will announce when we're going to be coming in and starting to launch everything. Mm-hmm. So, you'll hear from us in a bit, guys. Till then, as always, be sure to tune in
to ToonGrin. See you for now.
See ya.